Hello you beautiful, beautiful people. Today we're jumping into the spring season and the final festival players for Series 38. We'll be completing this week's FORZA Challenges mini adventure for those all important 200 FORZA points and the much needed 15% towards our festival playlist. So if you are new around here, definitely consider subscribing. Let's go complete this week's Forzathon challenges. Now for this week's Forzathon Challenges mini adventure, we need to be, you guessed it, in any mini. It could be any mini you like, it is entirely up to you. I'm going to be running the 2009 Mini John Cooper Works, 350 horsepower and 4-wheel drive. If you'd like to use my tune, just search my gaming tag Skippy4631 or use the file name Skippy YouTube. Now once again this week, we are going to be switching things up. We'll be taking a look at the Forzathon shop, the Horizon Backstage vote, and the Super 7 reward at the beginning of the video. And at the end, we'll be hopping into the weekly Forzathon Challenges mini adventure and getting those complete. First though, this week for 50% completion of the spring season, you got the Buick GSX up for grabs. And for 80% completion spring season this week, you got the BMW M5 88 Forza Edition. But with all that being said, let's head on over to the Forzathon shop and check out this week's cars. Now I reckon this is probably another week to save your Forzathon points. First car up for grabs for 150 Forzathon points is the 1953 Maserati A6 GCS-53 Pininfarina Berlinetta. Second car up for grabs, and if you're going to grab a car this week, it's going to be this one, the 2010 Aston Martin 177, 150 Forzathon points. We've got two clothing items up for grabs this week. We've got the pink top hat and the blue biker trousers, 75 Forzathon points for each of those. And if you're feeling lucky and got any spare Forzathon points knocking around, you can grab yourself a normal wheel spin for 100 Forzathon points. Now like I say, this is probably a week to save your Forzathon points. Both cars are only 150 Forzathon points, but both cars are available from the auto show. You're looking at 2 million credits for the Maserati and 1.4 million credits for the Aston Martin 177. If you're going to pick up any of the cars from the shop, I reckon it's going to have to be the Aston Martin. It's probably the better car of the two. It just depends if you want to spend Forzathon points or you want to spend credits. Personally, I would save the Forzathon points, maybe spend the credits. But with all that being said, let's head on over to Horizon Backstage and check out this week's vote. Now then, last week's Horizon Backstage vote saw two very different cars going head to head. The 2009 Vauxhall Corsa VXR up against the 2018 Volkswagen IDR, with the Volkswagen IDR absolutely smashing it with votes and is now available in Horizon Backstage for purchase. This week's vote, however, again has two very different cars going head to head. We've got the Fiat Dino up against a Koenigsegg CCX, very cool car. Indeed. Let me know in the comments though which one you're voting for. Let's head on over to Super 7 and check out this week's reward. Pretty cool car for this week's Super 7 reward, the Renault Clio V6, rear wheel drive and rear engine. This car is absolutely bonkers. If you want to unlock it and add it to your garage, complete the 7 challenge cards within Horizon Super 7. Now I know the Forzathon shop is going to be a letdown for some, but we do have some very cool cars up for grabs in this week's festival playlist. The Apollo IE, the Gymkhana 10 Focus, the Ferrari F12 TDF, the Ferrari 509 GTO, and the Lexus RCF. Some very cool cars up for grabs in this week's festival playlist. But with that being said, let's crack on with this week's Forzathon Challenges mini adventure. Chapter 1, Small Car Big Hit. Good things come in small packages. Own and drive any mini manufacturer car, a legendary British marquee that continues to live on. Own and drive then, hop outside your festival house or castle in your chosen mini. Drive 2 seconds down the road. Small car, big hit, completed. So with chapter 1, small car, big hit, completed, owning and driving any car from the mini manufacturer, it's on to chapter 2, bundle of fun. A compact wheelbase provides go-kart handling that allows your Mini to duke it out with much bigger cars. Win 2 Road Racing Series events to get a feel for it. Now for this chapter, head on into your map and then filter by the Road Racing Series, making it a little bit easier to see and find. Now you can use a circuit race or you can use a sprint race, it's entirely up to you. I'm going to be using the Lake District Sprint, where I have created a cheeky blueprint called Easy Forzathon Chapter 2. Of course, it's in the Road Racing Series, 0.2 miles in length. If you'd like to use my blueprint, just search my gamer tag Skippy4631 or use the share code 487264242. As always, races for the weekly Forzathon challenges, driver hard difficulty does not matter. No reason to make this any harder than it needs to be. I'm going new racer. Now just ignore the fact it is the winter season, that does not matter. Hammer down, driver's task, take a cheeky right, we're heading straight on. There's the finish line. First place. Here we go then, our second race in the road racing series. Again, driver's task taking a cheeky right. We head straight on to the finish line. First place. And there it is, Bundle of Fun completed. So with Chapter 2, Bundle of Fun completed, winning 2 road racing series events, on to Chapter 3, Surprising Agility. Even off-roading is no problem, proven by a history of success in rally and rallycross. Try it for yourself and win 3 dirt racing series events with your Mini. Now just the same as Chapter 2, head on into your map, but this time filtered by the dirt racing series, again making that a bit easier to see and find. Again, you can use a sprint race or you can use a circuit race, entirely up to you. I'm heading on over to this week's Seasonal Championship, Highland Farm Scramble, where once again I have created a cheeky blueprint, this time called Easy Forzathon Chapter 3. It's in the dirt racing series, again 0.2 miles in length. If you'd like to use it, search my game tag Skippy at 4631 or use the share code 122348016. Here we go then, race number 1. Again, ignoring the fact that it's winter, driver tires are taking a cheeky right. We're heading straight on and across the line. First place. While I complete races 2 and 3 for this chapter, I want to give a massive shout out to all the channel members. Assume Tiger, James, Peter, James, Justin, Victor, Hardy, Rod, BP Gaming, FH4 Player, Zeta, Pearl Jam, Peter, Dragon, Terry, Stephen, Kevin, Carlton, Easy and Owen. Thank you all so much for going the extra mile to support the channel. So with Chapter 3, Surprising Agility completed, winning 3 dirt series events, onto our 4th and final chapter, I've got a great idea. Combine everything you've tried so far and use your Mini to earn 9 stars in total from speed zones. Now once again, for this chapter, head on into your map and then filter by speed zones, making it a little bit easier to see and find. Now you can use any speed zone you want. You can even use a combination of different speed zones, which is what we're going to do today. We're going to be using Foothills, 2-star target, 95 miles an hour, and then we're going to use Starthbridge, the 2-star target, 100 miles an hour. Here we go then, 9 stars in total from speed zones. The higher the entry speed, the better. So we're going to hit 2 speed zones in one. Just my luck that it's raining. Try and keep the car on the road as best as possible. Through the first speed zone. Come on, little Mini. 113.1, that's pretty good. So on to Starthbridge we go. Again, keeping the speed up as much as possible. We go in at 125. Dab of brakes. Down a gear, across the bridge. I want to try and keep it above 100 miles an hour if we can, which we're going to do pretty easily to be fair. And through the camera at 112.1, so that is 4 stars in total. It's going to flick it round, head back through the cameras and grab 4 more stars. So back through Starthbridge we go at 109.1, so there's another 2 stars, and just 3 more to go. As we cruise our way through Foothills at 116.3, that's another 2 stars, 1 more star needed. So I'm just going to flick it round, run through Foothills, and grab our last star for this chapter. And there we go, our final run through Foothills at 117.4, grabbing our final star for this chapter, Chapter 4. I've got a great idea, earn a total of 9 stars from speed zones, and that finishes off this week's Forzathon Challenges Mini Adventure for those all-important 200 Forzathon points and the much-needed 15% towards our festival playlist. But as always, thank you so much for watching. If you are new, definitely consider subscribing. Like I said, we're very close to 20,000 subscribers. We'll also be completing the rest of the festival players live here on the channel in the next couple of days. Now, speaking of being live, I haven't actually been live for about 2 or 3 weeks here on the channel. I've taken a little bit of a break, but live streams will be back for Series 39 and the summer seasons. Make sure you've got your notifications switched on so you don't miss a single video or a single live stream. But stay safe and have an awesome day.